Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Tell me about your first reading of the script and of Marion, because there's a history with the characters and everything else. So for you, what was it about the story and her at the age that you play her at that spoke to you?
It's an interesting dynamic. It is an interesting dynamic. Like, you've got this triangle of people who meet in the 50s and are drawn together by, let's say in broad terms, drawn together by love, and yet they are divided by prejudice. And so you bring those characters together again in 1999, 4 decades later. I think that's a very potent and interesting starting block for any drama. So those elements really intrigued me. I was also very intrigued by Marion, because I think all three of them are victims of their time. And I was interested to try and understand how she makes the decisions she makes. So those elements were really good in order to get started.
Yeah, we were just speaking to Linus about, obviously there's the time jump between Harry and Emma and David and the rest of you, and it's more like echoes rather than the same people. Is that how you saw it, that Marion wasn't necessarily the same person as she's growing old, but it was kind of, there was echoes of Emma's version versus your version?
I think getting older is really interesting, and when you look back at your past, it's interesting to see some of those threads that remain strong and those that fall away. Inevitably we develop and change, and sometimes maybe we don't change enough, but that process was really fascinating, and I found it interesting watching, because we were able to see about 2 or 3 of the scenes from the 1950s footage, and it was really interesting watching Emma and then translating that somehow. There's something about the way she watches and listens which is fascinating. That was a good starting block.
Yeah, and just finally, I mean, you bring it to the festival, you get it to share with audiences, which over the last couple of years we haven't been able to go to the cinema quite as much. How excited are you to share it with people tonight?
Really, actually, I haven't actually been in I haven't watched a film with a crowd since the pandemic, so it'll be really fabulous.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!